Hi, Geena. Welcome to the How to Be a Redhead podcast.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
We're so excited. Welcome,
Yeah, we want to get
welcome.
right. I know. Welcome. And we wanted to ask, we like to ask all of our redheaded guests, what was it like for you growing up with red hair and where did you grow up? Kind of give a background to our listeners.
Yeah, so I'm from Kentucky. I lived here my whole life. And when I was thinking about this question, because been listening to your podcast, I was thinking, honestly, it's been pretty great for the majority of it. When I was really little, I was actually homeschooled and there were other redhead kids in my group. So I was like, it's no big deal, whatever. Then when I went to school in like fourth grade, I did get the occasional ginger jokes, whatever. Went through a phase where I like
Mm.
wanted to lighten my hair with lemon juice and tan or whatever. But then I just started to embrace it more. And now I'm like, it's my whole personality. I love being a redhead so much.
Oh, I love to hear that. That's so nice.
Yeah,
I feel,
I
Steph, from
know.
this podcast, we've been recording for months now, and I feel like redheads either have a great experience or they have, a really
Yeah.
bad experience. And I feel like Stephanie and I have had, like, kind of depending on what stage of life we've had, probably in growing up was great, but then we got like bullied, I would say, like more like in eighth grade ish, and then fine in high school. But it's crazy how, like,
Yeah.
different stages of your life, you have different experiences with your red hair. And I always find it crazy. But was there a
Totally.
point in your life where you were like, I love it? Like, this is my hair color? Like, was it even when you started your TikTok page or your social media presence? I was wondering when you were like, I love it.
Oh, honestly, I think I like love it the most now, ever since I started
Mm.
making the TikToks, because I'm like, wait, this is so fun. I love being a redhead. I love connecting with other redheads. But like I said earlier, I kind of loved it like my whole life basically,
Same.
besides that like small thing. And older people and like adults were always so nice and saying how they like love my red hair, which as a little kid I just felt so special from.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
I know. I don't know what it is about, more mature people that compliment the red hair, but it is nice and
Yeah,
it's nice to get noticed and be like, "Oh my God." Like or you hear, "Oh my gosh, I pay so much money at the hair salon," or people spend so much money at the hair salon to get your
exactly.
color and it's like, "Oh my God, and this is natural."
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, how did you get into social, like creating all your content on TikTok and Instagram?
Yeah, so I've always been obsessed with makeup. When I was born with a port wine stained birthmark on my cheek, and I was super self conscious of it,
Hmm.
determined to learn how to cover it up. So then I just started getting into makeup in general, and I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with the art of it. I've always been a big YouTube girl. I've loved watching all the beauty gurus on YouTube. And I didn't really like talking on camera. This was like when I was in high school at the time.
Hmm.
So then when TikTok came
Hmm.
out, I was like, wait, I can make these videos to music. I love music. And then I just started creating these tutorials. First,
Yeah.
they were a little more crazy makeup looks. But then my first video that really blew up was actually me embracing my freckles more. It was kind of like in the sunlight, my red hair. I had like two videos. And then I just was like, wait, let's embrace my natural features more. And here we are.
Yeah, that's so great.
Yeah.
And how has your identity as a redhead influenced your work and personal style? I know that we talked about it a little bit, but I feel like when we
Mm.
scroll through your page, being a redhead is so a part of your page, and it's obviously so a part of you because you do love it so much. So, has your identity with your red hair, influenced your makeup looks that you choose or your hairstyle choices that you choose when you do your tutorials?
Oh my gosh, being a redhead has like influenced everything. I'm like, what colors will I wear that look the best with my red hair? What makeup is gonna be most flattering on
Yeah.
me? So, or like, yeah, just the colors is a big thing. And then I always like to look at different redhead characters or movie characters or whatever and look at their looks and try to recreate that. So, definitely influences my work. And then when other redheads comment on my stuff, like, can you do a redhead video? Or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, we're going to get into one of the ones that we wanted to talk to you about. But off the top of my head, one of my favorite ones that you've done is Rose from Titanic. I think
Oh,
Stephanie and I
thanks.
just love Titanic anyway. We
Yeah, I
watched it.
saw that one. Yeah.
We watched it like
My
18
heart will go
times.
on.
I know. Oh, poor
Oh
Celine
my
Dion.
gosh.
Yeah.
But we talked about it. Titanic was something. Our grandmother was a redhead, and we watched the movie with her like 18 to 20 times. And so
Mhm.
I don't know, that movie has such a special part. And I think Rose with red hair, like, really was one of the first people. We didn't have a lot of people back then. We're probably like 10 years plus
No.
older than you, but we didn't have any redheads back then. So Rose was like a redhead being represented on TV or a movie, and it was so great. And then when I saw I don't know, it was nostalgia, I guess, to see you as Rose, because she was so iconic, that role, and like her hair and everything.
No, I totally agree. I am obsessed with like all of the different looks that she does in the movies. So when
Mhm.
people comment, "Can you do Rose looks?" I'm like, "Yes." I love her makeup. It's so flattering for
Yeah,
redheads, and it's just so fun. I love the movie.
it
Me
is.
too.
It is. Yeah, and that time period, because the 20s, they did such a good job,
Oh,
obviously,
yeah,
with
classic.
creating her hair and everything. And that, yeah, and that kind of goes into one of the ones that we love. You did a Rita Hayworth inspired old Hollywood hair tutorial that got a huge reaction on social. So it was cool because we saw commenters said that it brought back memories of how their mothers and
Mm.
grandmothers used to style their hair. So do you have any historical or modern redhead characters that inspire your looks? Because I also saw one, you have it pinned on your TikTok where it got like 20 something million likes, but you did like a evolution of different hair throughout, I think, the different decades or something.
Yeah,
And that was just really cool to see because it brought back memories. Oh my God, this was the hairstyles back in the 70s as opposed to the 2000s. So
yeah.
how do you gain your inspiration, and is it reflective of your personal style?
Ooh, like I mentioned before, I love getting inspiration from movies and like we were talking about
Mm-hmm.
celebrities and old Hollywood people, like the Rita Hayworth. A more modern one that you asked about, I love Madeline Petch.
Me
She was like
too.
Cheryl in Riverdale. I love
Yeah.
looking at her Instagram and being like, wait, I love that look. I need to try it on myself. It'd be really cute for redheads. Bridgerton. I love all the
Yeah.
redheads in that show, and those makeup
Yeah.
looks are so
They
flattering
love
for
redheads
us.
in that
So,
show. Yes. Yes.
yes, I love it. And then obviously, Rose from Titanic is probably like my favorite redhead character. Her
Yeah.
looks are just so good.
Yeah, no, us too. So how do you choose which hairstyles and makeup looks to recreate? I can imagine, Gina, you must have a
Mm.
little bit of pressure on yourself to do what your fans, or the people who watch your videos and love you, like,
Followers. Yeah.
what they want. So I was wondering if you go with like what is going to get more likes, or do you go with what inspires you, or a mix of both?
Ooh, sometimes I'll do like a trendy hairstyle or whatever that I see on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, how could I make this my own and kind of bring it to my aesthetic or what the people that watch my videos like. And then when people comment on my videos, like, can you do this? I try to add it to my list of notes of hairstyles to recreate. And then I know the people that watch my videos love vintage looks, and I
Mm-hmm.
love them. So I'm
Mm.
always looking at that, and I'm like, I think they'll like this one. So
Oh, that's
kind of
that,
comes.
that's so great. Do you feel like sometimes maybe you'll do a video and you're not expecting it to do so well, and then it does well, and vice versa? Sometimes you're like, this is going to blow up, and then it doesn't, because we feel like sometimes with TikTok it's like that. You post something, you don't really put much effort into it, and then it
You
blows
never
up, and then the
know.
video that you think is going to blow up
Totally.
doesn't.
Totally. I'm like, wait, I just spent like 6 hours on this video, and
I
then it's like,
know.
eh. And then one that takes maybe, I don't know, I take a long time. It takes me forever to edit stuff, but like one that takes way less does way
Yeah.
better. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
But
I'm glad we're
whatever.
not alone. I'm glad we're not alone. That's
No,
how you
I think it's everyone.
Yeah,
It's like, wait,
yeah.
I was not expecting that at all. No,
Yeah,
it's
and that
very
video I was
random.
referring to about yeah, and the video I was referring to about the different hairstyles throughout the decades. You have a video, it's the 100 years of women's hair, I think it is, the one I'm referring to. But which decade do you want to make a comeback? do you wish that was going to come back in style?
Yeah, I love 70s hair, like Farrah Fawcett, like the bangs and the, oh my gosh,
Yes.
the blown out hair. I love that look. I also love 60s, like the bump and the flip, the Bridget Bardot bangs and all that. I love it. And then one more, I love the 40s. It's just such a classic look, and I wish
Yeah.
people would wear their hair like that more, with like the victory rolls and everything.
Yeah,
And hats, I love it.
I feel like
I know.
Sabrina
I wonder
Carpenter
if
is
that's going to
bringing
come
back a lot of that.
Yeah.
Totally. I love her
She
looks
is.
that she does.
Me too. I love the bangs and like I love
Yeah.
like the full hair, and it seems like it's trying to bring back that old Hollywood look.
No, yeah, I love her bangs. I'm like, oh,
Me too.
I want them so bad.
Me too, especially since everyone comments
Yeah.
that Stephanie and
I
I need
wonder if that
bangs.
will I
Right, Steph?
know. I wonder
I'm just like,
if
shut up.
yeah, I wonder
Oh, your hair's perfect.
I wonder if though it is. I wonder if though those hairstyles will come back because everyone wants so minimalist, you know, and then like the rollers and all the it's a lot of work. I don't know if I can maintain that personally. I don't know how they did it back in the day. Maybe they had more time.
No, I just did I just posted a tutorial yesterday actually of these rollers with this hair gel they used in the 60s and 70s, and it took so long and I had to wait for it to dry. I'm like, dang, they were dedicated because it's a lot of work, but it looks really cute.
Yeah. I know. Maybe they weren't maybe it's because they didn't have like much TV and all these streaming networks and social media to distract them. They just, you know, they worked on their
Yeah.
beauty. And yeah, so we want to get into your favorite brands and products that you swear by for hair and makeup. Can you tell our listeners some of them?
Oh yeah, brands. Oh my gosh, there's so
I
many that I
know.
love and use. Off the top of my head, for redheads, I love Charlotte Tilbury. She's a redhead,
Yeah.
so I feel like she makes really good collections
She
that are
does.
flattering. Like the Pillow Talk line, it
Yeah.
would be so pretty for a wedding or a fancy event. I love that line. I love Hourglass products, Lancome, so many specific products. I actually have like my little bag right here that I brought.
Show us. We love that.
Ooh.
Contour. Contour can be
Share.
tricky for redheads. I love the Patrick Ta one in
Yeah.
the shade Statuesque. Super flattering, perfectly shows the bone structure. It's not too cold, it's not too warm.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
And then I also love an eyeshadow. My go-to is like a warm brown shade.
Okay.
And then I love using a dark brown shade for eyeliner opposed to like a liquid black, unless I'm doing like an old Hollywood look. For every day, brown eyeshadow as eyeliner is like my favorite thing to use.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, it's so easy and it looks so good.
I know.
And then lipsticks, I love the Rose Ink Poetic. It's a really beautiful peachy shade. That's a go-to. And then the Hourglass lip cream and Indulge. I think I forgot to put it in there. And then lastly, a good highlighter for redheads is the Benefit Cookie. Have you guys tried this one?
I don't think so, but we're big highlighter fans.
No.
Yeah, it's perfect for our
Yeah.
skin tone. It's super flattering. It's like this champagne-y, pearly shade.
Yeah, how about blush?
Oh, blush. Oh my gosh. I love a peachy or a rosy.
Okay.
So this one's kind of a new one I've been trying out. It's from Rare Beauty. It's their powder blush in the shade Cheer. It's these really pretty peaches, and it's
they're
pretty
great.
shimmery. Or like, yeah, has a good sheen. So I like to just put it on top of the cheeks to blend like a blush color with a highlighter. So peach and rosy tones are my go-to.
That's amazing. And when it comes to blush, I feel like so many redheads are afraid to wear blush because they feel like it's gonna clash with their red hair, right? Because there's like that old myth that redheads can't wear pink. And so redheads sometimes will say, well, I can't wear blush then. But you right now are rocking a beautiful blush. So what do you have to say to redheads who are, you know, watching you right now and they're like, how do I get the confidence to rock that?
Oh my gosh. I cannot do my makeup without blush. I am a blush girl. Like any day, I'll just put blush on because it just makes me feel so confident. And that's a myth. Don't listen to it. They also said, I was watching this 40s makeup tutorial. She's like, don't put on too much rouge because it dates you. And I'm like, what? That's not true. I love blush.
Yeah.
Wear it.
Yeah. And I feel like every time I'm scrolling on TikTok, it's all because obviously our feed is all beauty, beauty, beauty. But
Yeah.
I love seeing people, really showcasing blush because I feel like for so many years, it was just not talked about. And now TikTok has really blown it up, especially like the high blush and like where to apply blush and how to, and there's so many different shades. I think it's just like the most underrated makeup product that you can wear.
Oh my gosh. Yes, and I love how it's making a giant comeback. I feel like every brand's launching different blushes, and I love it. I'm like, maybe I'm putting on too much blush sometimes, but I love it so much.
Yeah, no,
it looks so cute.
It looks great on you.
It looks so good. Yes, and if it gives you confidence, that's what makeup is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to make you feel
wear what makes you feel good.
Pretty, beautiful. Yes, exactly.
Redheads, have you heard?
We aired on ABC's Shark Tank, episode 14, season 15. We are busy developing products and continuing to grow this incredible redhead lifestyle brand.
Check out our mascara and eyebrow products in red hot shades, hair care, merch, lifestyle items, and so much more. Redheads, we can now rejoice.
Finally, there are products for us.
Use code podcast to get 15% off your next purchase. Shop at shop.howtobearedhead.com.
How about bangs? So you have beautiful bangs. What does your hair care routine look like with your bangs? Because right now, do you have them pushed back?
Yeah, I just parted my hair and then I kind of just swooped them down with just a smoothing brush. But my routine for my bangs, my hairstylist is very talented and he just knows how to cut my bangs. So like when it air dries, it actually dries pretty nicely. But when I need to restyle it, I definitely take a round brush, wet it with heat protectant. I take a round brush, kind of go up to give it some volume, and I either roll under or over, and I pin with a clip or in a Velcro roller. Just to give it volume and so it stays. So kind of depends on what look I'm doing, what I do, but yeah.
I feel like bangs are really underrated too. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to do the bangs, but again, it's about confidence and what makes you feel good. And Sabrina Carpenter is bringing back those bangs. I'm for it.
And you can always go longer, like a longer curtain bang, and then just kind of, because I had longer ones before, and then I just started inching up. So
more and more.
I
know because they are maintenance, but if you find out how to style them, I think that's exactly, I love that you mentioned that, Geena, making sure that they don't fall flat and that you keep the volume with them, because I think that's what many experience, is that they can fall.
Yeah, you just gotta have a Velcro roller, or like I said, pin it and use some heat, and then maybe just hit it with a little hairspray or pomade or something, and then it'll last. Once you practice it, you'll get the hang of it, and it's a lot easier to style.
Yeah. And then how about hair accessories? I love is it a headband you're wearing right now?
Yeah, I love headbands, and I'm so glad they're like kind of making a comeback now. Like I've been seeing a lot of headband hairstyles. Great for when you need to wash your hair. It just makes you look put together. And
true.
Wash day. But I also love styling it for updos or down. Another hair accessory I've been obsessed with recently is a hair scarf. Every time I wear it, people are like, I love the hair scarf. So it's really cute to tie back for summer.
God, I think I gotta get in.
Stephanie was queen. Yeah. That's why I just pointed out. Stephanie, you were queen of the headband in high school. Like queen of the headband.
I love headbands, and we had, we're in our 30s, so when we were younger, Limited 2 was very, very popular. I don't know have you heard of it?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Okay, so
we're not that old.
Used to have the hair scarves. The hair scarves were really popular. Adrian and I had so many. Adrian, do you remember the triangle hair scarves?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We were in it.
It's so cute.
Those are making a comeback.
They are, and like Sabrina Carpenter's been doing looks like with the Tide and with the sunglasses, and I think I saw Kendall Jenner just posted a picture with it too. It's so chic. It looks so cute. I love it.
Same.
I know. I think I'm gonna start. Adrian, are you gonna get back on that
On the
the
headband?
headscarf wagon?
I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. No, the hair scarves, the ones that we had growing up. I wish I saved them because we had a whole collection.
We had so
And then, of
many.
course,
We
I
were
think
so
you,
into it.
obviously.
That's
Oh
so
my
cute.
gosh.
Good memories. What about hair curling?
Yeah.
You know, is your hair naturally curly, or I see a little wave?
It is wavy.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like it might be. But what do you have to like what suggestions do you have for heatless methods? You know, we know that's all the rage now, people talking about heatless ways to make your hair curly. Do you have any favorites?
Ooh, so I have this curling rod. It's called the Curl Halo. It's basically a pipe cleaner covered in fabric. It feels like that. So it's really comfortable to sleep on, and you can move it to like mold your head. And I just twist my hair around, lightly mist it, and then you'll wake up with big bouncy curls. I have like a couple tutorials on it. And then I also have been loving, this one's a lot easier, bun curls. Put your hair up in a ponytail on top of your head. Take piece by piece, section by section, and just roll it and pin it with a bobby pin around your head. Wake up with curls. It's great.
Oh,
It's one of my favorites.
that's awesome.
Wow. Oh my God. If I add that to my nighttime routine though, I'm gonna look. I mean, I wear a silk hair bonnet.
Yes.
I have my earplugs in sometimes if my husband's
Your eye
snoring.
mask.
I have my eye mask. So if I have those as well, it's gonna be like
No, I go to bed
I'm
like
gonna
the
look.
same way. You gotta
Yeah,
get all the
I
stuff
know.
the night before, and
Do you
wake
wear
up
silk?
it's easier.
Yeah, do you wear silk hair bonnet?
I sleep with a silk pillowcase, but I've actually been seeing those all over TikTok, so I just ordered one. So I gotta do that now.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah,
It's really
I love
life
it.
changing.
I just ordered a new one,
Yeah.
Steph, because I wanted a black one.
I know, I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mine's pink, and I do notice that my hair is not frizzy the next morning. My curls like are really intact. Like I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I feel like my best hair is when I'm like brushing my teeth, getting ready for bed.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what it is about like the nighttime. So
Yeah, I
then
have to
with the
agree.
silk hair, I feel like I wake up and my hair's not disheveled, it's not tangled, and I really can understand why they've gotten really popular. Especially I move around at night a lot, so that helps.
Yeah, do the heatless curls and put the silk bonnet on top, and then it's like extra. I see a
Oh,
lot of people doing that.
okay.
I'm gonna try that.
I'm
I'm
definitely
gonna try that.
I'm definitely going to do that. So we love this, and I don't think we've talked about it on all of these episodes of the podcast, but they say that redheads have a specific scent that natural redheads have a scent that we
Must
emit,
be, right?
and that's why bees are attracted to us and
Yeah.
bugs are attracted to us. It's funny. It's a funny fact about redheads, but we know that you have an amazing perfume collection. Can you share some of your favorites? Because I do feel like our audience is always talking about scents, and we don't know if it's because redheads have a different scent than others. I don't know. But I was wondering what your favorites were and any scents that you're actually drawn to as a redhead.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
One of my go-tos is the Miss Dior line. For the summer, specifically the Miss Dior in Bloom. Wait, I said it right here.
Oh,
I love this one for the summer. Super elegant, florally, light. I have like one in my car as well. It's so pretty. For like a night out or something, this one, it's called Prada. It's their Paradox version. It's like, I think it's their newer one, Intense version. This one's really great. And my younger brother was like, something smells really good. Is that you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, never mind. So when your younger brother says that the scent is really good, that's how you know it's a good perfume.
that is
Yeah,
that's
that's
when
hilarious.
you know. That's when you know that
I'm like, okay, I'm wearing that all the time.
that is so great. So
That's so
tell
funny.
tell us more about your TikTok page and your overall social presence. You know, how how does it how does it mesh with your life, and how rewarding has it been to grow what you've grown? Because I know it's probably been in the last like 4 years, right, that this has been such a big part of your life. So we were just wondering, how has it fulfilled you, and do you love it? Do you love doing videos and recording and you know making your page you?
Oh my gosh. Yes, it like doesn't even really feel like a job because I love doing it so much. I've always loved makeup and hair. In my life, because I'm from Kentucky, there's not really a lot of other creators around here, so it's nice because I have a lot of time with my family and friends who don't do TikTok, so I kind of get a break from a lot of social media, but
Good.
then
Yeah.
obviously
That's
I can
nice.
get on it whenever I want. But I love connecting with everyone. Like, it means the world to me when people send messages or tag me in things, because it's just so cool to be able to connect with people with that, especially with shared passions and whatnot. Ooh, a career highlight so far. I loved meeting Selena Gomez. That was actually crazy because I've been watching her forever.
Oh my God.
That one. And then honestly, working with all of these brands that I've used since I was a little girl has been absolutely crazy. I still can't believe it, and it's so fun. So, all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really amazing. We saw that you had met Selena Gomez, and that's so cool. We've heard great things about her,
So
and
nice.
I just feel like when you get, it's validation when you're able to, put in all this hard work on your page every day, and then be able to have experiences like that. It makes it all
Mm-hmm.
worthwhile.
Yeah, I was like, how is this even happening? I couldn't believe it. Like, what?
That is so cool. And her line is really
Yeah.
great. I
So
love her
good.
message and everything that she's about. I don't know if you guys watched it, but I loved her documentary on Apple Plus.
No, me too.
Um, I'm blinking on the name, Something in Me, but I found her so inspirational and so vulnerable. And yeah, I just found a newfound respect for her after watching the documentary.
Yeah, she was so nice in person. She really like was listening to what everyone had to say, and it was really cool. And I love her.
Yeah. That's great. And speaking of celebrities, do you have a favorite redhead
Ooh, good
celebrity?
question.
Ooh, redhead celebrity. Hmm. There's just so many. I
I
love, like I
know.
said,
I
Natalie and
know.
Pedge.
Me too.
Phoebe, the girl from Bridgerton. Is she a natural redhead? I think she is.
She's
No, she's
not, but it
not.
looks really
Okay.
good. She's
No,
not.
yeah,
Yeah, but it looks
it
really good on
does.
her.
Yeah.
Some people are meant to be
Yep.
redheads.
Exactly, like Kate Winslet in Titanic. I thought she was a natural redhead too.
Same.
There's
Yeah.
so many.
She's too good. She's too good. So tell us, what are your goals for the future, professionally, personally? Stephanie and I are very goal oriented. We love to ask guests, what you see for your page, what you want to see personally for you. We love to see growth. So was just wondering what you have planned for the future as we continue to follow you.
Yeah, a big goal of mine is to do some type of collaboration with a brand, hair or makeup. I would absolutely love that. Or like maybe being in a hair campaign for a brand or something. That's a big goal. Maybe starting something of my own someday. So lots of different ones.
Yeah. Well, that's so
That's
exciting.
really great. Well, we want to just congratulate you on
Mm-hmm.
everything. We have been following you for so long, and we really admire all of the, especially redheaded and, people who are on TikTok, because it's just another voice for redheads to be able to turn to. And I know we have a lot of content that we put out daily, and I think one of our favorite posts, and Geena, I think you're in it, is like redhead influencers to follow.
Oh,
And we always inspire our audience to fill your feed with redheads who are going to make you feel great and make you feel confident and make you feel good and make you feel like you're part of a community. So just thank you for everything you're doing for redheads, but for the makeup, industry in general. And we just really love following you. So thank you so much.
thank you. Right back at you guys. You guys are amazing, and it's just incredible what you've done for Redheads and this podcast. It's really cool.
Thank you so much,
Oh, thank you
Geena.
so
Really.
much. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you again for having me. This was so fun and cool.
Yay.
So fun. Okay.